This video is brought to you by John Robson Guitar Tuition. If you enjoy the content, please consider supporting the channel by enrolling on a course, purchasing some guitar lessons or a t-shirt, or you can join my Patreon. Now, on with the show. Hello chaps, welcome once again to John Robson Guitar Tuition. As always, I do hope you're well. Okay, it's Wednesday, so we've got a little bit of a rhythm guitar lesson thing going on, and we're basically going to be continuing with the blues rhythm guitar stuff that we've been looking at over the previous few weeks. We've looked at like blues shuffles and ninth chords and a bunch of stuff. This week it's the turn of chord substitution, a way that you can really add a bit of movement and variety, and get to the point where you can pretty much improvise your rhythm guitar part using chord substitutions. What do they sound like? Well, perhaps a little bit like this. And here's a little bit of an explanation about what I was actually doing there.
Rhythm explanation.
Okay, when you hear the term chord substitution, you're probably thinking there's going to be a fair bit of densely packed theory and jazzy terminology and complex harmony and, kind of number crunching involved, for want of a better way of putting it. And yeah, it can be explained like that, but that's not what I'm going to do, okay? Basically, I'm going to explain it in the way that it sort of presented itself to me, just by looking at the neck of the guitar and spotting things and kind of thinking, okay, that seems like that's part of this. And, basically spotting connections between things on the neck of the guitar is how I figured out a lot of the kind of theory stuff that I think we've accumulated over the years. Show you what I mean. Last week we looked at ninth chords. There's an A ninth, perfectly usable chord in any kind of blues situation. If you're in the key of A, you might have like A7, however you want to play it, like that maybe. But in place of that, you can play an A ninth. Now here's the thing. Kind of lurking in the middle of that A ninth shape, if I just take these fingers away, I can see there is an E minor chord. So that was the first realisation. Well, okay, so if I'm playing a blues in A, over the A chords, or A7 chords, I can play an E minor chord. And as long as I keep it nice and tightly voiced, on the top three strings, or wherever, as long as I don't kind of start bashing out a campfire cowboy chord E minor, then it's going to work. So let's take this D minor shape here and move it up to there. That now is an E minor. And if I put an A bass note underneath that, you can hear it sounds... Yeah, that's kind of a nice sound. It's invoking that A ninth sound. I can also take this G note here and move it over to here and get that that sort of shape. So I'm going, as I say, put the A bass note underneath that, like that. You've got something that you can use there. And, you know, wherever else you can find an E minor chord, there's an E minor as a bar chord here. You know, let's just take the top part of that. Again, over the A bass note. And then I've got my E minor up here. So I can string a bunch of these together and get... You know, all perfectly usable options. So where you have an... Let's just kind of look at it on the fretboard so you can sort of see it. There's the root note of my parent chord, the A7. I'm playing E minor triads over the top of that A7. And it's invoking the sound of an A ninth. So there's the root note of your chord. Play that minor chord over the top of it and you're good to go. Okay, so if you're going to go for the D chord, then there's the root note of the D. Play an A minor over the top of the D. So if I just grab a D bass note, there's an A minor chord there. Or again, I could use that D minor shape and move it up to here. That's an A minor. And once again, bring this note over to here. Which I'll have to kind of fake the bass note with my thumb now, because I haven't got the open string anymore. But you see, that's A minor, that's A minor, that's A minor, that's A minor, like that, all over the top of that D bass note. It gives us that same sort of thing that we looked at when we found the E minor chord lurking inside the A9. And so on, and you can do that with the E chord as well. You know, there's the E, so play a B minor over the E chord. You know, over the E bass note. So there's your E bass note. B minor chord on top of it, or B minor chord here, or a B minor chord like that. However you want to do it. But there's another chord we can use as well. Okay, and let me explain how I kind of stumbled across this. Another thing, if you think back to the first video I did in this series of blues rhythm guitar, was we looked at the shuffle. So let's have a little bit of a look at that. And freeze frame it there. Okay, that is an F sharp minor chord. Okay, so, you know, we already know we can play an E minor. Let's do it here. Over the A bass note. If I move that E minor up 2 frets, it becomes an F sharp minor. You know, so. Or like that. And once again, E minor there, and there's an F sharp minor there. E minor, F sharp minor, E minor, F sharp minor, E minor, like that. So you can see that, you know, it just, if I just run down like the kind of thing I would do over an A7 chord, I've got F sharp minor, I've got E minor, I've got F sharp minor, I've got E minor, I've got F sharp minor, and I've got E minor, like that, and then F sharp minor, and then E minor. Like that, just with those simple little shapes. And, you know, then multiply that by the other 2 chords in the blues. You know, what have we got? We've got, well, over the for the D, you know, I can use the B minor and the A minor chord. There's a B minor and an A minor, B minor. You know, maybe B minor here. Where are we? Like this. again, you'd have to rely on the bass player to give you the root note there because you're using the D string, so you haven't got that open there. But, you know, over the E chord, it would be C sharp minor and B minor. And again, you can string them together, B minor, C sharp minor, B minor, C sharp minor, B minor, C sharp minor, like that. All of these different ways, these just different ways of landing on the necessary triads. And all you've got to remember is that, again, there's the root note of your chord, and you can play that minor chord over it, and you can play that minor chord over it, because there's the A, that would be the E, and that would be the F sharp. So over the A chord, play E minor and F sharp minor. And you can also think of the F sharp minor as just the relative minor of an A major, which is essentially the chord that we're referencing here. So that is how you can create a nice little pseudo jazzy accompaniment part for a 3-chord blues. It's got a bit of movement in it, and it's got a little bit of dynamism to it, and you can basically do what I was doing in that intro piece there. You can improvise your rhythm guitar part almost as much as the lead guitarist is improvising their lead guitar part. It's quite simple, really. As I say, there's your root note, that minor chord and that minor chord over the top of them, and just find the those triads on the neck, and give it a go. Have fun with it. And as always, there's a full tab for that piece in both Guitar Pro and PDF formats, and the clip of me playing it, that explanation that you've just seen there, and a backing track so you can have a play along yourself. All of that is up on my Patreon page. There's the address, and the link is downstairs in the description. $3 or £2.50 a month, and you get access to all of these extra goodies that go along with these YouTube lessons. A massive heartfelt thank you to everybody who supports me in that or any of the other ways, all of which are linked down below. And that's pretty much the video for today, folks. Hope you found it useful and informative in some small way. And if that's the case, please hit the subscribe button and the notification bell if you haven't already done so. And why not give me a like while you're at it? As always, don't forget the live stream every Friday, 5 PM UK time, where we have a beer and a chat. Basically, what's not to like about that? It's a fantastic way to kick off the weekend. I'd love to see you there if you can make it. But for now, I'll bid you all a good day and say thank you so much for watching. Thank you for your time. Look after yourselves, folks. Stay well, stay safe, and above all, stay sane. Bye for now.